All right, I have the editor already opened. So last time we created a new tower here, this one, the Reaper, and this one has a chance to kill enemies instantly, but not bosses. So the first thing I want to do is these enemies here. We don't know if they are bosses or not, so we need a bull for that to determine if this is a boss or not. And also for the enemies, we want some effect when they die. We want some visual effect for that. And another thing, uh, or actually, never mind. That's the only thing we need here. For the turrets, we'll need to have a bull to control the turrets, so we can stop the behavior when we combine the towers. So we need these things now. And after that, we'll create a new effect for the Reaper tower. It takes a while to load this code editor. Okay. So in here, this is not this one, the enemy script. Let me see this one. So the enemy script holds the properties that all enemies have in common. So let's see. We do want two things here. We want a bool here, which is public, so we can access it from other scripts. And we call it is active. So with this, we know if the tower is active or not. And by default, we'll make this true. And now, sorry, not sorry, this is the enemy, not is active. So this one for the I meant his boss. So we know if it is boss or not. And then we want effect for when this dies. So for that, we'll say that effect here in a variable. Call this that effect prefab, like this. And now we have to find one. I downloaded some effects from the Unity Asset Store. And I think I already know which one it is, because I used it in the past. So let me see. Here in the assets we have a folder with a bunch of effects. I have no idea why this takes so much to do. See if everything is correct here. Yep, that's all we need. Okay, so now let's see what that is. So this one, let's see, prefabs, explosions, maybe this. This one, I believe. Let's see if it is this one indeed. And we cannot see it at the moment because, like the sprite renderers, this one is in a certain layer too. Here. So in the render here, see sorting sort order in layer. This one. So we want to modify that to be above most of the things. So we put like 6 in here. And now if we try again, we should see it. See, you see that effect in the game panel. It looks better, but it is too big. So we'll resize this a little bit. And if we do that, we want to do that for every element in this effect. So let's decrease it by 50%. Yes, try again. Yes, I believe it is a little bit big. Okay, let's try like 4. 0.4. Okay, something like this. This one works. But this is a prefab from the Unity Asset Store. We want to save this as our own prefab, so we will unpack this, so it's no longer a prefab, and we'll call this enemy death effect. that effect. And now we have to save it somewhere. Save it in the prefab folder like this. Now we can delete it. And we want to spawn this effect when the enemy dies, and the enemy dies only into places. So either it gets hit and dies, either it's killed instantly by some effect. So before we destroy this object here, when we destroy the enemy, we want to spawn that effect. So we say instance hit enemy. Then how did I call it? That effect prefab. We spawn it at the position of the enemy, so transform position, and this one identity, this one here means it's 0 on all values of the rotation, so no rotation. Okay. The default. And we can copy this and put it here, but we want to make sure that after we do this effect, we delete it from the scene so they don't add up the scene. And to do that, first let's check if this effect has a script that destroys it first. Let's make sure that doesn't have. Okay, so it seems that it already has a script, but let's test it to make sure. So we'll add this to the scene, and let's see if it gets deleted after playing the animation. And by the way, this is not an animation; it is the particle system. Let's see. Yes, it seems to delete it, but we have an error here in the Reaper. Yes, the error is. Wait. So let's see. We cannot destroy the projectile here. So this is the function that attacks the enemies. Yes, the issue here is that we don't check if this particle, sorry, not particle, the projectile exists or not. So here we should check for that. So if let's see, yes. So if this is different than null, then we want to destroy it here. Yes. Let's see if that fixes this error. Oh, and also the effect works. It gets destroyed after after it plays the effect. So we can add it to our enemies now. So let's select all of them and add that effect here. And now we should see it when they die. And let's see, boss. Okay, it's okay. Okay. Yep, it works. Works quite okay. Yep. Okay, so now that we fixed that, let's go to our tower script. So this script holds all the properties that towers have in common here. But we want to here to do a couple of things. One is we want a bool that will tell us if the this tower is active or not. So this is active, and by default it is true. We make this true by default. True. And now that we do this, we want in our behaviors, so either Reaper or the bomb thrower, we want this update function, so the behavior, we want this, sorry, so here, we want this to happen only if the tower is active. So we'll say here if tower script, so the reference to our tower script, is active, only then we do everything in this update. And we want to do this the same for the Reaper here. So here we say if tower script is active, and then I will copy paste this inside. All right. I believe Lemon lost connection. That's not a problem. Okay. Let me see. 1 second. Okay. Let me see if Lemon is here. I believe he lost connection. Okay. No problem. We'll take a break and continue this.